Hello, devoted readers of TV Day's Drama Digest. Buckle up for an emotional roller coaster as we dive deep into the heart-wrenching saga of Dr. Marlena Evans, one of Salem's most cherished and enduring figures. Today, we unravel a story steeped in grief, mystery, and the supernatural, a tale that has left fans on the edge of their seats, clutching their tissues and whispering, "Will we lose Marlena?" Join us as we dissect the ominous events surrounding her, the looming power outage that threatens to plunge Salem into chaos, and the surreal, haunting dreamscape that may hold the key to her survival or her undoing. This is not just a story, it's a battle for Marlena's soul, and we're here to explore every pulse-pounding detail. A heart heavy with grief. Marlena Evans has always been the emotional cornerstone of Days of Our Lives. Her wisdom, compassion, and unyielding strength have guided countless characters through Salem's endless storms of betrayal, love, and loss. But now Marlena is a woman adrift in a sea of sorrow, haunted by the ghost of her beloved John Black. His death, a wound still raw and bleeding, has left her vulnerable in ways we've never seen before. The once unshakable psychiatrist, who has counseled others through their darkest hours, now finds herself wrestling with her own demons. The weight of John's absence is palpable, lingering in every quiet moment, every empty room, every sleepless night. Her heart, once a beacon of hope, is now a fragile vessel, teetering on the edge of despair. As fans, we've watched Marlena navigate heartbreak before, but this time feels different. There's a heaviness in her eyes, a tremor in her voice, that speaks to a deeper unraveling. The streets of Salem, usually bustling with drama and intrigue, seem to mirror her inner turmoil. Whispers of an impending catastrophe, a massive power outage set to engulf the town, have begun to circulate, and with them, a chilling premonition that Marlena's fate is tied to this looming darkness. Could this be the moment that breaks her? Or will it be the crucible that forges her into something new? The storm approaches, Salem's darkest hour. The buzz around Salem is impossible to ignore. Days has teased a cataclysmic event that will plunge the town into chaos, a total power outage that will sever the lifelines of electricity, communication, and security. This isn't just a flickering of lights or a temporary inconvenience. It's a blackout of apocalyptic proportions, one that will test the resilience of every soul in Salem. Hospitals will falter, streets will turn treacherous, and the thin veneer of order will crumble as panic sets in. For a town already battered by secrets, scandals, and supernatural forces, this outage is more than a logistical nightmare. It's a harbinger of doom. Imagine the scene. Salem's vibrant skyline, usually aglow with the hum of life, falls silent. Streetlights flicker and die. The hospital's generators sputter, unable to keep up. Cell phones go dark, cutting off lifelines to the outside world. In the midst of this chaos, Marlena, already fragile from grief, finds herself alone in her office, surrounded by the trappings of her life with John. Photos, mementos, and memories weigh heavily on her as the lights begin to dim. The air grows thick with an almost tangible sense of foreboding. And then, as the power fails completely, Marlena collapses, her body crumpling to the floor like a marionette with its strings cut. The queen of the night, a dream or a descent. As Marlena lies unconscious, sprawled across the cold floor of her office, something extraordinary happens. Her mind, unshackled from the constraints of reality, plunges into a dreamscape so vivid, so surreal, that it defies description. Days has hinted that this will be Marlena's wildest, queen of the night dream yet, a phantasmagoric journey through her deepest fears, regrets, and desires. But is this merely a dream, or is it something more sinister? Could it be a glimpse into the afterlife, a psychic battleground, or even a trap set by some malevolent force lurking in Salem's shadows? Picture it. Marlena awakens in a world that is both familiar and alien. The streets of Salem are there, but they're warped, twisted into a labyrinth of mist and shadow. The faces of those she loves, John, her children, her friends, appear, but they're distorted, their voices echoing with accusations and pleas. John's presence is the most vivid, his eyes filled with a sorrow that pierces Marlena's soul. "Why didn't you save me?" he whispers, his voice a haunting melody that reverberates through the dreamscape. As Marlena stumbles through this nightmarish realm, she's confronted by visions of her past mistakes, the patients she couldn't save, the relationships she failed to mend, the moments she let slip away. Each step is a descent deeper into her psyche, a reckoning with the guilt and grief that threaten to consume her. But this dream is not without its dangers. There's a palpable sense that something or someone is watching her, guiding her through this twisted world. Is it John's spirit reaching out from beyond the grave? Or is it a darker force, one of Salem's many supernatural entities, exploiting Marlena's vulnerability? The Queen of the Night motif suggests a powerful, almost operatic struggle, a battle between light and darkness, hope and despair. Marlena, crowned in her own mind as the queen of this nocturnal realm, must navigate its perils to find her way back to the waking world. But time is running out, and the line between dream and reality is growing thinner by the moment. Will she survive? The race against time. Back in the real world, Marlena's collapse has not gone unnoticed, but the blackout has thrown Salem into disarray. The hospital, where she might have been rushed for treatment, is in chaos, its backup systems failing under the strain. Her friends and family, scattered across town, are cut off by the darkness, unable to reach her. The question on everyone's lips is, will someone find Marlena before it's too late? Her condition is precarious, her pulse weak, her breathing shallow. Every second that passes brings her closer to the edge, and the blackout has turned Salem into a maze of obstacles. Imagine the desperation of her loved ones. Belle, her daughter, frantically navigating the darkened streets, calling out for her mother. Roman, ever the protector, battling through the chaos to reach Marlena's office. Even Stefano Di Mera, lurking in the shadows, might have a stake in her survival or her demise. The stakes are impossibly high, and the blackout has stripped away the safety nets that Salem's residents rely on. The hospital, usually a beacon of hope, is now a battleground where doctors and nurses struggle to save lives with dwindling resources. The police, overwhelmed by looting and panic, can offer little help. Marlena's fate rests in the hands of those who love her, but will their love be enough to overcome the darkness? The power of Marlena's spirit. At its core, this storyline is about more than a power outage or a dream. It's about Marlena's resilience, her ability to face the unimaginable and emerge stronger. Throughout her decades in Salem, she has battled possession, kidnapping, and heartbreak, always finding a way to rise above. But this time, the enemy is not a villain like Stefano or Orpheus. It's her own grief, her own doubts, her own fear of losing herself. The Queen of the Night dream is a metaphor for this internal struggle, a vivid tableau where Marlena must confront the parts of herself she's buried deep. As fans, we've seen Marlena at her best and her worst. We've watched her counsel others with wisdom and grace, even as her own life unraveled. We've seen her love fiercely, forgive endlessly, and fight tirelessly. But now, as she lies unconscious, lost in a dream that could be her salvation or her undoing, we're reminded of why we love her. Marlena is not just a character, she's a symbol of hope, a testament to the human spirit's capacity to endure. Her journey through this dreamscape is a mirror for our own struggles, a reminder that even in our darkest moments, there is a spark of light waiting to be kindled. The community of Salem, a tapestry of support. Salem is more than a backdrop for Marlena's story. It's a living, breathing community that rallies around its own. As news of her collapse spreads, we can imagine the ripple effects. Kayla, her confidant and fellow doctor, would be among the first to act, her medical expertise tempered by her deep friendship with Marlena. Steve, ever the rogue hero, might risk everything to break through the Blackout's barriers. Even characters like Nicole or EJ, who have their own dramas to contend with, would feel the weight of Marlena's plight, their own stories intersecting with hers in unexpected ways. This sense of community is what makes Days of Our Lives so enduring. Salem is a town where no one stands alone, where every crisis is a shared burden. The blackout, while catastrophic, could be the catalyst that brings these characters together, reminding them of the bonds that tie them. For Marlena, this community is her lifeline, the force that might pull her back from the brink. But it's also a reminder of the stakes. If Marlena falls, the heart of Salem falters with her. A glimpse into the future. As we await the next episodes of Days, the questions pile up. Will Marlena survive her collapse? Will her Queen of the Night dream offer her the clarity she needs to heal, or will it trap her in a cycle of guilt and grief? Will the people of Salem find her in time, or will the blackout claim her as its latest victim? The answers lie in the episodes to come, but one thing is certain: this storyline is a masterclass in drama, blending the emotional depth of Marlena's personal journey with the high-stakes tension of a town on the brink. For now, we hold our breath, clinging to the hope that Marlena will emerge from this trial stronger than ever. Her story is far from over, and if we know anything about Dr. Marlena Evans, it's that she's a fighter. The blackout may plunge Salem into darkness, but Marlena's light, her courage, her love, her indomitable spirit will shine through. So, dear readers, let's keep the faith, keep the conversation alive, and keep rooting for our Queen of the Night. What do you think lies ahead for Marlena? Share your thoughts, your fears, and your hopes in the comments below. Until next time, stay tuned to TV Days Drama Digest for all the latest twists and turns in Salem's never-ending saga.